Hey guys, it's Mark Cooper again, coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. We are working on a small mini series right now on cleaning your vehicles. Today we're working on, we just done an interior clean a few moments ago. That was in the previous video if you'd like to go back and see it. This video is going to be on disinfecting. Alright, so what I want you guys to know is that this video is being done mainly due to the coronavirus here in the United States, and of course it's being done or taking effect everywhere all over the world. So I really hope that you and your family are doing proper precautions to keep yourself safe. We're wearing gloves. Of course I wear it when I detail, but we're wearing gloves at the grocery store and the gas stations and all the few places that we're going to currently, just to do precautionary safety things for our own family. Hope you guys are doing the same. So anyways, this episode is going to be on disinfecting, and I've got two, so you know I've already cleaned the product, cleaned the vehicle, the interior of the vehicle. The CDC suggests that you clean the area first of decontamination, for decontamination of the dirt and the germs that are in it. So I've already done that. And so now what we're going to do is disinfecting. There are 6 primary areas of a car interior that you're going to want to disinfect, with the exception of one exterior area as well. And I'll go over that in a minute. That's going to be your second one. But let's go over this for a second. I'm also going to post a link to a detailing mentor of mine, a business owner of mine. His name's Larry. He's with Ammo NYC, actually in New York. He is someone that I have followed for over 6 years, 6 or 7 years now, probably longer. He makes his own products, his own cleaning products. I've seen him at SEMA, met him at different times. He's just an incredibly knowledgeable detailer. And he's also just makes excellent videos to learn from, but more importantly, he knows his stuff. All the way down to he knows the chemical side of making his own chemicals for his own cleaning. So you'll see that. Hopefully I'll be able to post that in this as well. Anyways, so something to be aware of. There's a difference between cleaning and then disinfecting and sanitizing. Cleaning is what you do first. Let's say it that way. Step 1 is clean, which we've already done in the other video. Excuse me. And then after that is using products with chemicals, or you can use Norwex. I don't think I have any Norwex cloths on me. Maybe I can have one of my assistants go check it out. And when I say assistants, I mean one of my children. So anyways, but you have sanitizing and disinfecting. Sanitizing is usually a one level of letting the product dwell. So let's get into that. So this is a disinfecting wipe that many of you probably have seen before and used. You probably also know that currently it's very hard to find. Very, very hard to find these days. Fortunately, I bought mine early enough that so I still have some.
Plenty.
So I have a couple of these packages, and then also we have hospital grade or a spray that is meant to be able to be used in hospital environment to clean, disinfect and sanitize hospital beds. So that's part of what this is for. So I've read the directions and everything, but right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on. Hold on, just a second. Hey, can you go get a Norwex towel from Mom?
Is it upstairs on yep.
Yeah, go get a Norwex towel.
In the closet? Yeah.
Okay, the gray one.
Okay.
So then what we want to do is we want to focus on, first of all, we talk about, you got to know what the EPA number is. And so that number right there, if you pull that number up, you can do it on Google, but also the CDC gives the information that this number, this EPA number, will clean what it cleans for. And when I say what it cleans for for example, the very first one, it has several things that it cleans and disinfects and sanitizes. But as you can see here, hopefully if the camera can see it well enough, it says human coronavirus. So that's kind of what you're looking for. Products that actually say what you're wanting to clean. So this will take care of what we're trying to get it to do. Alright, so it's brand new.
Brand spanking new.
Of course, I just pulled the tab off. So, have to get that off. So then, once you get it out, what you don't want to do is have it go for too long in a certain area. So, now let me explain something to you real quick. So there's dwell time that it'll explain on the back. It'll talk about how long to use it for certain areas for cleaning. It'll tell you right here. Cars, as you can see here, is one of the options for this disinfecting wipe to be used for. So on this one, you're going... Thanks, buddy. Alright, so on this one, it talks about for disinfecting, it says to use on non-porous areas and then to let the area be wet for 4 minutes. To kill the viruses, let it stand for 15 seconds and let the surface dry. Okay? So you want to let it remain visibly wet for 4 minutes for disinfecting. So that's what we want to do. All right, so remember earlier I said to you that there's going to be 6 areas for disinfecting. So, sorry, my assistants are having a conversation right now. All right, you want to help him? So,
gloves on that desk.
What you want to do is there's 6 areas. The steering wheel is the first. The door handle, and as I mentioned earlier, the door handle is also, you want to get the exterior of the door handle as well. Because if you get in the vehicle,
you're gonna have to pull that.
If you get in the vehicle, that means you're touching this area as well. Okay? So, that's important. So, my son, my assistant earlier, he brought one of our Norwex cloths. So, Norwex, this is Enviro, as you can see. They have a lot of different cloths. My wife, gosh, we probably have 15 or so different kinds of cloths in the house. And this one is moist. You can't see it, but it's not supposed to be soaking wet, but it's moist. And when these are with water, these actually can disinfect. They clean so well that they can disinfect. So you can either use Norwex or you can use Clorox or any other disinfecting wipe. Clorox is the only one. Alright, so you're going to do the steering wheel and do it very, very well. Thoroughly, yes, very thoroughly.
Clean it up.
I appreciate you guys watching this video. I hope it's helpful. Leave a comment if you can to say how it helped clean your family's vehicle or your work vehicle. Okay? I appreciate it. I like hearing the comments. I like hearing the feedback of what I can be helpful with. Okay? Now I will take this time for a moment to say that you want to go back over it with your cleaning. I mean, I'm going to go back over it with my cleaning. This is strictly disinfecting. This is not cleaning. So this is merely disinfecting, and it leaves, as you can see, it leaves lint on it. I don't want it to have lint on the different areas I'm going to show you. So that towel is, as you can see, fairly dry. So I'm done with that one. Now also another thing that might be helpful to have, Yeah, as you can see, I'm normally detailing with gloves, but I also have a mask. This is a P95 mask. As you can see here, P95, which is rated higher than N95 that you hear about and see about in the news lately. So basically this is a higher rating.
Super duty.
So, you take this, loop this around the back. You can still breathe fine. This is meant to be able to work in a painter's environment. And so the P means that the particles won't be able to get through the filter, so that you're safe from those particles. So this is a very good cleaning environment. So as I mentioned earlier, the other one was dry. So I'm going to get a wet one again and go to the door handle area. And make it really wet. Now, of course, as you can see, I'm going in a bigger area than just what I would touch for the door handle, but it's because I want the whole area disinfected, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, the purpose of this video is to show you how to disinfect your high traffic areas of your vehicle. And that's what these areas right here are. I hope this video helps you and your family to be more safe and protected during this crazy time with the coronavirus. Again, this product that I'm applying is supposed to help with coronavirus. Alright, so let's go to the third area. This has now dried out. This has now dried out as well. Gets used up pretty quick. So now we're going to go to the gear shift area. The entire gear shift area, awfully moist. Taking all the moisture out of this towel, and making sure that it is thoroughly disinfected. Okay, and then I'm also going to do my ignition key area, because that is a highly touched area, high traffic area. And after that area is completed, we're going to go to the next area, which is the highest area is going to be the cup holder area. So here's what we took out of the thing earlier. So we want to get the cup area. A lot of areas of touching here. High visibility, high touch, high rate area touching here. This area has already been cleaned, as I mentioned earlier. So right now, we are merely disinfecting the area with the disinfecting wipe. Again, this video is specifically designed for disinfecting the interior of your vehicle to keep you safe from harmful things such as the current coronavirus situation. So, steering wheel was number 1. Door handles were number 2. Number 3 is the cup holders, front and back. Okay? And then after that,
The gear shift.
no, we've already done the gear shift.
Yeah.
And then now is going to be the climate control area. I'm going to turn it off so this doesn't all start going crazy when I touch it. The gear shift area, the climate control area, every little thing here that could be touched here, it's all going to be disinfected. that could be touched here. You want to get every area to make sure it's all fresh and disinfected. These are touch spots. Both of these are touch spots that we want to have fresh. So once you have that, the final area, as you can see, that's still wet. The final area that you want to sanitize is your seats and seat belts. So you really want to be careful on this part with the seats primarily, because a lot of seats have leather on it, and it can, the disinfecting can affect it. It can bleach it. So you want to make sure first, even though this is Clorox, it does not have bleach in it. So you want to be careful with that. So first, however, I'm gonna do the areas that I would touch for the seat belt. So of course everybody thinks of the seat belt, but you want to do the area that you touch for dislocating the seat belt. Make sure that area is nice and soaked so that it dwells properly. And then of course the seat belt itself. Make sure it gets nice and fresh and clean, thoroughly disinfected. Okay. Hey, I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Leave a comment if you can. We're doing this to help people feel safer with their automobiles as they're driving around during this difficult time. So now I'm about out of the moisture on this wipe. I'm gonna have to get another wipe. All right, so let's get another wipe. So you want to be careful. I've already used it on my leather. I know it's not going to stain it or anything. You want to do that first. You want to do it in a non-conspicuous area first to make sure it will not affect your leather or fabric negatively. Already done that, so we're good. All right, this one is used. So it's time to get some more. Yeah, that's nice and wet. So remember, I talked about earlier, the directions will tell you how long it needs to be wet for it to be considered the difference between discontaminating the, in other words, disinfecting versus sanitizing. Sanitizing is actually a lesser cleaning level than disinfecting. It's different. It's not removing the same. However, if you got an option to sanitize, definitely still sanitize, but disinfecting is the deeper clean. Going through a lot. It's a big area, and the whole thing here is that we want to make sure that it is wet long enough for the chemical to kill the germs. So you have to get it much more wet than just using a quick wipe. Okay? And naturally you want to do it everywhere that you would touch, to include your seats. Alright. So if you go back, let me show you. So if you go back to those areas where we used it, you can see all this lint that's residual leftover from cleaning. So the air, and it's you can probably hear it. It's super clean right now, disinfected, and so now it's the same thing on the steering wheel. There's lint and stuff all over the steering wheel. So what you want to do is you want to disinfect those 6 primary high-touch areas: the steering wheel, your door handles inside and out, then your gear shift and start button if you have one, your cup holder area, your climate control and navigation screen, those kinds of things, the radio, and then finally your seat, and don't forget your seat belt. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is Mark Cooper from Las Vegas, Nevada, with the Freshwater Spa. Appreciate you tuning in, and be safe out there during this crazy coronavirus. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Hope you're able to take a look at the other video that I'm going to try to post from ammo, and that'll give you a little bit more scientific approach to how to do this. But I just wanted to leave you a quick video on how to clean and disinfect the interior of your vehicle, which you can do at home. All right? Thank you so much. Take care. Goodbye.